All right, what's up? I'm not muted. What's up to everybody here? Thank you so much for staying late with us. Real trader, or true traders stay late, we call it, right now. So thank you so much for doing exactly that. What's up to Ponzi, Fonzie, everybody that's here? Traders stay late. Oh, there it is. It's already in the chat. All right, we are brought to you by Benzinga Pro right now. So let's go over. I'm not even sure we are brought to you by Benzinga Pro, but here we are. Perfect. There. Oh yeah, we have that 75% off right now as well. So check that out. Go over to the bottom of our day, find the description, check that out ASAP. I love this news service. Anything that hits right now, Benzinga will show it. We're waiting for AI news. We already got that earlier. Here it is right here. Job cuts coming through. Now we'll wait for Zoom that Brendan told me was zooming into the close. So we'll wait to see what they have in store for us. And Kathy Wood, we know that they like this Zoom video communications and then Agilent. Again, something that's not super exciting, but we'll wait to see if they do come out with their report today, November 20th. Happy birthday to my father, of course, as we continue to go. So shout out to everybody that's here, man. It was a great day. Now let's go over some of the sector recaps that we had here. I actually want to make this a little bit smaller and make this a little bit bigger. Actually, I need to get some key information. But look at this, man. Today, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sectors that I have in here into the red today. So that's pretty exciting. What a monster day it was. Congratulations to anybody that's been staying long this bull market. I mean, it's been an absolutely fantastic move back up to the upside. NASDAQ now up 44% on the year, and we just keep on climbing upside right now as we continue to go. If you missed it today, here we go. Let's call this up. We're going to go over to my profile, and I just want to talk about something. Here are the sectors that we've looked at year to date. This is over, the last 6 months from May, all starting at 0. Upside, information technology, right? Communication services, consumer discretionary. Guys, this is all in the last 6 months what we're talking about right now. 20%, huge moves. What's trying to get going right now? Well, if you're looking for some of the laggards in the sector, you're going to have healthcare trying to get caught up. Again, rates a factor in all of these names. But as you can see, aggressive moves now starting to hit. Obviously, you always want to stay in winners, but for right now, it looks like the winners will continue to roll. Look, what was working early, dip by late. Nice move. Everything's starting to point up. We're in a bull market. What do you expect? Everything's starting to go right now. Real estate needs to get going. With interest rates, that will get going, but it's a nice move to the back upside here. Utilities, real estate, trying to get going, materials, healthcare, and industrials. I mean, DE's been a nice little stock as well. How do I get rid of this again? F11. Yeah, there we go. We'll get rid of that. One more or escape. I hit escape sometimes and it doesn't work. All right, so let's look at what's happening today. It is all about solar. I know Michael Noss may or may not want to talk a little bit about this. The TAN ETF, check out Enphase. Again, another name that a lot of you have been hitting with rates starting to turn around again. So be very, very careful with that. Holy, that was awesome, right? We've got a lot of energy today. It's Monday. What do we have tonight? I don't think we have too much in the Katina household today. My wife's probably going to yell at me. We're probably stacked with stuff to do, but we're excited there. USO, United States Oil Fund, up that 2 and a bit today. That's nice. Nice to see a little bit of bounce off the 200 period moving average again here on the charts. Fabian, nice move to the downside there for USO. Where's Fabian? You over there? There it is. Okay, good. Thanks, Fabian. He's all by himself today. So let's stick here for a couple minutes here, Fabian, and then we'll work off that. So FXI, nice move back up, 26 and change. We talk about buying this 25. What is FXI, you say? The China fund. The large cap Chinese stocks up in the FXI. Today, information technology. Look at the XLK again, the technology fund. Former OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, of course, joining Microsoft. Is he or is he not? Either way, the train continues to go. Kick Altman off. he's going to get back on somewhere, whether or not it's his own team that he brings with him to Microsoft. Do they start something new? Where does that cycle end up? I don't think it matters. XLK, huge move. Like, where does it matter if you're invested in the NASDAQ, whether or not Altman winds up doing his own thing, whether or not he goes to Microsoft, goes to Amazon? I love Anthropic. There's so much happening right now. Microsoft invested $10 billion into OpenAI. You know what the price of Microsoft stock was when they did that? $242. Hydration Nation, what up? $242. He's obviously, and so has the rest of them, seen a huge windfall from this investment by Microsoft into OpenAI. You see what Microsoft's done. Since then, man, they've only been able to monetize AI with Pilot, Copilot. They've been able to maximize Azure with some more smart keys there. They've been able to close the ATVI deal, start to bring that back in. You play Call of Duty there, Fabian? For a minute, okay, good. Call of Duty in the play as well. We'll see what happens with that, but Microsoft continues to get that Windows revenue, baby, and there it is right up to the upside as Microsoft continuing to help out SMH with NVIDIA today. You're going to see the trade of the day on the board. We weren't sure what it was going to be. NVIDIA, Boeing, what is the trade of the day? We'll talk about that after we get done with Mr. Michael Noss. Look, we have like a murderer's row of CMTs, man. We've got Michael Noss, we've got Adrian Zadunchuk, we've got Brian Shannon, we've got JC Peretz. Thank you to Michael Noss for also hooking that, well, helping hook us up with that as well. This CMT, man, when he comes on, I'm going to talk. These guys are tightly knit community, so shout out to everybody there. We also have some great offerings, some trade ideas as well. So Michael Noss coming through on all fronts. The IYR, here we go again, baby. It's all about real estate. Michael, if you're listening, I know we're going to talk about the solar ETF. I personally interested in this real estate. IYR bouncing its head off the 200 period. Looks like a little cup and handle formation going backwards here. Let's see what happens with the IYR coming into play again for real estate. The SPY says, take my hand and we will take you to the promised land. The S&P 500 again, almost near highs. One more time trying to break through that July number of 460. Remember when we were just joking about 420? Well, that held pretty good. We did dip down to 410. Upside move again, man. Everything looking to finish out that cup and handle right now. S&P making moves. TLT, well, hey, a couple weeks ago, we heard about Bill Ackman closing his longer-term duration bond short. Well, look what's happening now to TLT. Excuse me, as that makes its way back up to the upside again. Hey, we talked about communication services, right? Paramount, Disney, everything's starting to go to the upside as well. Check out our boy Walt. What's up, Mickey? Mickey Mouse going upside, Walt Disney going upside. Walt is liking this, rolling in his grave down here at 80 bucks, but you can see it's a nice move back upside right now for Disney as comm services, obviously technology, Disney making that move to the upside. So Walt, you can rest easy for one more day. But you know what's been going upside, man? It's Netflix. Wow. I don't know about you guys. This caught me off guard. I did step in and sell Netflix. You know that feeling in your stomach every sort of time you sell a tech stock and you realize you made the wrong move? When I sold NVIDIA at 465, I thought, hey, profit taking. Take some profit, my guy. All the way to the upside. Shout out to everybody that's here right now. We love our community as we continue to go. How many people watching us right now? Wow, 3,000. Big shout out to everybody right now. Over 3,000 watching. You can see what's up right now. Who's this dude right here? Oh, that's I. What's up to Ponzi Fonzie? KC is here. Oh, crap. I'm so discombobulated right now. We forgot about Zoom earnings. What's going on with Zoom? Hello. Nice move to the upside. Zoom going up to $71. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat. I got carried away and forgot about earnings. So right there, where's Zoom? Here it is right here. Zoom video, EPS 129. Beating 108, sales of 1.14. That's a beat as we go. Oh, this is my favorite. I got to hit it. We've got breaking unexpected news from Zoom. Nice move up. What are they guiding? Here it is right here. Sees adjusted EPS. So moving forward, sees Q4 coming in at 113, 115 versus 110. Let's go, man. Kathy Wood, man, is she going to call me soon? Maybe she will. This is a nice one. It's a nice move up there. Total revenues beating total revenues basically in line, maybe a little bit lower there, 125 versus 113. So Zoom is now out, and it's a nice one. Hello, Kathy. Call me back. We'll talk after the show. Right there, it's Agilent. Nice one. Thanks, Fabian. There it is, Agilent right now. Let's just pretend we don't know what's happened to the stock, because I don't, so let's pretend. Okay, Agilent, 120 versus 123 EPS, seeing versus an expected 132. That would be a fail. Lower. They see lower EPS right now. Revenue, lower as well. So these are the guide moving forward on Agilent. There it is right now, but their current quarter beats. So let's see what happens here with Agilent coming through. But Zoom, nice Q on the daily here. You're looking to fade this name around $75, man, and that's pretty much where we got to, 72 on the top side there for Zoom. Let's check out what Agilent's doing. It didn't look good to me. What do I know? Agilent right now, hey, I thought unless those forward guides are incorrect, you haven't been able to guide lower right now and have your stock go up. That is for sure. Drinking too much water here by myself, but I like it. The NOS boss is ready. Well, we've got only one boss right here, and he can wait. No, I'm just joking. We'll bring Michael NOS in 1 second. He is ready to go. Okay, so there it is right now. All right, we're talking about PBS shows. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that right now. IWM, another name here. Oh, man, what a good long. This was at 170. I think you still could get another chance. My thought here about everything, and we're going to bring on Michael in 1 minute, is NVIDIA. Now, I don't want to sleep. NVIDIA is going to be the trade of the day. I just, look where we are, man. Like this, if this is not primed for earnings, I mean, this was $400 on October 23rd. Actually, what am I talking about? That's Halladam-Ween right there. So October 30th, we were down there at $4 roughly. You know, you're up now, since then, 25% in 2.5 weeks. 25% on a market cap of $1.24 trillion. This name added $250 billion to their market cap in 2 weeks on what I thought was negative headlines coming out of Joe Biden in China. So you tell me what's going on with NVIDIA. Someone who always has some answers. He's coming up right now. It's Michael NOS. Let's go over and have some trader talk. It's Mr. NOS. One more time, and you look like you shaved.
A little bit.
I
Just
like
trying to keep it a little clean.
Gentlemen, right there. Thank you, Michael, for joining once again. I always like having you on. We have a new day now, Monday. Thank you so much for coming on every Monday. I think it's going to work out better for us because you've told us every weekend, now maybe not every weekend, but pretty much you dive into charts, trying to find some ideas for yourself, for Trade Ideas subscribers. The list goes on and on. You have a great Instagram following as well. I know you do a lot of live stuff. So thank you for joining us here on the Mondays, new regular spot. What do you think about it?
It's fun. Hey, and I liked tuning in to your guys' podcast on Friday. So if you're not checking that out, do that. I was in the chat and hanging out with the good people in there, going through some charts even then. So I love a Monday spot, and I love that I can listen now instead of be on and listen to the podcast.
I'm going to get you on the podcast as well, Michael, so that should be a lot of fun. Okay, I know you have a bunch of things you want to talk about. I see that maybe you've queued up that IYR. So I like the real estate sector now. I just feel like with obviously what's been happening with rates here, we could see some tailwinds on this ETF specifically. So let's go over. I'm going to throw it to you. What do you see in IYR? Am I being a little silly trying to chase this move?
So no, I think so. We're obviously in a bull market, right? I've been saying that. I've actually been catching flack for that for about a year, right? Since last October with that CPI low, from there, I was saying, hey, this is bull market, looks like bull market territory. And I've talked about this a few times on the show. In bear markets, you want to avoid the stuff that's selling off, because in bear markets, the bad stuff will actually pull down the good stuff. In bull markets, which is what we're in right now, the bad stuff, I guess, and we're IYR and we have solar and all these things that were really underperforming, at some point are going to get pushed up by the market. It's the old saying, the rising tide lifts all ships.
Yep.
What's interesting to me from a long-term point of view is this, didn't draw this in, but this low right here, we have a low right here that's sitting at about 75 bucks, give or take. We spent only maybe a week or so below that and then completely retook that. So we spent a little bit below 75 bucks. We retook that old all-time low or bear market low. And I love when that happens, because generally, and you see this in intraday stocks all the time, a level gets taken out. That's a stop run. They're looking to kind of shake out a lot of people. And if that level gets retaken quickly, then now you have all of these stops that got hit really, really hard, and people that got sucked in short, now they're underwater and they have to turn and cover. So this is interesting. One of my old mentors called it a scoop and save. But it's an interesting pattern that we got all those stops in, we got everyone in short, then we kind of ripped up in their face. So there's going to be a lot of people, I think, in real estate chasing this kind of thing higher. Now, real estate, we just got to keep an eye on rates.
Right.
If rates are moving higher, it's going to be bad for real estate. If rates have stopped going up, even if they stay steady for a long period of time, I think you could be onto something with this real estate.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for that one. I say, like, get all that garbage out of there, like that little whoop down there, people getting stuck. I like that at 80 bucks. So I like the IYR. Thanks for that one as well. Okay, a big trade here today on Microsoft. You sort of messaged me. We went back and forth just a little bit here and trying to prep for the show. But being the professional that you are, you talked about this is potentially why you don't want to specifically focus on news. So I kind of know what you mean by that. And I've sort of put on, and I have to say, disclaimer, I am not a CMT, obviously, but I always talk about putting on my CMT hat. I don't know, you like the Raptors, maybe I need a CMT hat. But it's like, why worry about the news sometimes when you're trading price action? The market is what pays us. These headlines can fake you out a lot of the time. So I thought today, even on the sticky note, it was like, hey man, business as usual. Like, the market is ripping up right now. Why should we worry about Altman leaving, signing on? Maybe he's not signing on. Is he back with Microsoft? Is he going to Anthropic? Is he going to Gemini? Whatever. Let's just look at the charts. And Microsoft today continued to march higher on what I think a lot of people thought might have been some negativity.
Well, and I think that's a huge thing, and I know when I messaged you that you knew exactly what I was talking about, because there's so many people that would have read that headline and just instantly started shorting the stock and say, hey, this is going to be bad. Let's start shorting it. Let's start shorting it. And those people obviously got hurt really, really bad today. But for us price action traders, what I like to do, and this is something that I was taught as well, is you don't care about the news, you care about the market's reaction to the news. So the fact that there's all this turmoil going on in Microsoft and OpenAI, and we had a massive rally today, that to me is just evidence that I like Microsoft even more than I did before. Now, full disclosure, I own a fair amount of this. I love stocks that are hitting new all-time highs. There's no reason to be bearish them. But the fact that it just shrugged off that news and pushed higher, the amount of people that would have gotten trapped today, just like we were talking about with real estate, I think you could be in for another couple days move higher just off of that news. Now, let's say everything resolves well. Well, now you've got everyone who is underwater because they just shorted based off the news, and then the news ends up being good. If that propels the stock higher, then you may have a little mini short covering rally, and you generally don't see those in the mega caps. So I think and I don't like to give targets, but I think you could see Microsoft knocking on the door of 400 in a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I think in the next couple of days. I mean, especially with that. I mean, just imagine NVIDIA does what it can do, then I think Microsoft hops on board NVIDIA as well. So I like that. We had Chris Brecher on the other day where I called this 360. I know you just drew it there at 370, but I was like, yeah, you got to buy this 360 dip. And if anybody did that, also a very nice play. Okay, another... Not to always talk about rates here, but I asked you if anything caught your eye. You've been on this show for a while. I'm not going to talk about uranium. I know that's your baby. But we've been really also looking at the solar space. And I mean, that TAN ETF with Enphase and everything like that. We had Solar Edge and Enphase. And if you come over to my screen, I'll give Michael a couple seconds to get that all loaded up. But, they've come out, they've warned, Solar Edge warned, then they came out with their reports. So did Enphase. They all may have bottomed out here in and around 73, 75 bucks here for Enphase. And again, when I look at this and I kind of say, like, let's get this garbage out of here. All of this stuff underneath 100 bucks where you get traders pushing down, and now all of a sudden, when you go over here, you have 8% short float. Not bad for a name that used to be 300 bucks. I could see this one pushing back up through 100 as well. But again, maybe more of a swing trade than a longer term investment, as solar still has a lot of issues underneath it. But that TAN ETF has been a good one, especially not allowing yourself to have to pick names. You just get into here, you buy it, you get the strong name in First Solar, and you get some of those other weaker ones as well. What say you about TAN ETF bouncing off the 50 period?
Yeah, and I think 50 bucks a share, right? So I have that drawn out. This is a monthly chart. So we're going back. We're going back to 2015, where $50 was resistance. When we broke through that in 2020, it was just off to the races here in solar. So what I'm looking for on this one, for maybe even a little longer term of a trade, is the same thing. Again, we talked about in real estate, which is hilarious because we didn't prep that at all, but it kind of looks the same. If we undercut this major level, we only spend a month and a half under it, then we start to trade above that $50 a share level. For me, I think that will be my entry. If I can get and stay above that $50 a share. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it on the ETF. That would be the kind of safer, more easy way to play it. But what I may look, and this may be a segment on Friday, I guess, if we start doing well in solar, is I may start to look under the hood, the same as I did with uranium when I was confident in that, to see if I can find any small or micro cap solar stocks that didn't participate in the sell-off. If I can find a small cap or a micro cap solar stock that is near the high of its all-time high or its 52-week range, which again is something you can do fairly easily with trade ideas.
Yep.
Those are the things that I'm going to target, because if I'm right and we're having this kind of scoop and save or bear trap or whatever you want to call it in solar, then these little guys might be a place to get a little bit of juice. I don't have to commit as much capital and I could still get the return.
So, Michael, thank you so much for joining us here today. And of course, you're using the web version there of Trade Ideas. And the one thing that I was most impressed of when you joined us here was the fact that you can also access very, very high-powered charts right here on your mobile. You were literally just zooming in and zooming out with that. So I feel like that's something that's awesome and one of the better products for your mobile phone. And not only that, iPads and whatnot, we kind of get questions about that. What's it looking like on an iPad or a tablet? I feel like it's strong there as well.
I use it on my iPad all the time. Well, I actually have it. I have it right here.
There you go.
But yeah, it's browser based. So Linux, Chromebook, a smart fridge. If you've got a browser that can run the internet, the new Trade Ideas web versions for you. It's where we're putting a lot of our focus, because the idea is going forward, we're going to really push the web direction. We're not forgetting about the people that use the downloaded version. They're going to get all the same features, but we're really pushing forward on the web direction for those people who are, maybe trying to take a sneaky trade while they're at work once in a while.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind the fridge one either, because maybe it would stop me. Like I go in there late at night and I'm hungry, and maybe I say, "Oh, charts," and then I get distracted. So that might be.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's some marketing right there.
Always thinking, hey, that's what we always got to think about here around here. So, all right, Michael Noss, thank you so much for everything there. Thanks for going over that. Hey, maybe next Monday we'll do a little Q&A. Maybe I'll fire out, see if we get some questions. I know you're great at that. We'll take it from the viewers. So thank you, Michael. Have a great week, and I'm sure we'll hear from you again.
Talk to you Friday morning.
Cha-cha-cha-chow. That's Michael Noss. It's Trader Talk. Alrighty then. Okay, so quickly, man. I like it when we're on the same page. I really think Microsoft starts to blow out there. I really like that real estate ETF. And I'm not convinced about TAN yet, the solar. I'm not sure I like the business of solar right now. So I do feel like, although obviously we'll talk about some of the technical breakouts and things like that, I still think that you got to look macro as well, obviously, and understand the industry that it's in and are there tail and or headwinds coming through there. Industrials, I kind of like industrials as well, so we'll talk more and more as we go. Quickly, let's check out what Zoom's doing. Whoa, hello. Zoom comes all the way back in right now as if it didn't report. Zooming down right now, back up to the 50 period, down to 67 and change right now. So it does get up there into past resistance, fades out. So there's Zoom up to 72 or so, 71 and change, now pulling back. Agilent was the other big one that I saw moving around. And here's my trade ideas desktop version right now as it stopped, I guess, right here, looking to see what's moving in the after hours. Right now, I'm not really seeing anything. And in fact, there's Agilent up to 118. That's a banger of a report there for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's go. What do we have next? Oh, the trade of the day. This one, calculations going through my mind. All right, let's get, you can go back over to the screen right now. All right, so look, we had Boeing news a little bit today, breaking out through the high side of things at a bunch of conventions last week. Boeing today, look at this, man. We knew there was good news. There's the gap to the upside 207, up to 210. Then I was just like, hey, and this is kind of a shot in the dark. Like if we took out, I mean, here's the daily right there. We've already seen 211 before, a couple days ago, before fading back out. So I was just thinking to myself, if we break this pre-market high, we want the long. This long came in immediately. I don't normally take a trade in the first minute, but this one came through. We already had the bottom ready to go. So this break was about $1. So there's the first dollar take right there. There's $2 or $3 at 213.50. That's $2. So at this point, we're already 2-to-1 risk to reward. And I was like, let's let this thing go. Now, old Sean probably would have got something out here, but then we remembered our gap filled to VWAP and go. So that's exactly what happened here. I'm gonna hit the calculation again thing because this makes me look smarter if these things are on the screen. So there it goes. I like that. Thanks, Fabian, for that one. I'll always take that. Just like if you have something that makes me look more handsome, I'll take that as well. Yeah, I know that's a hard one. I know. We need some. Thank you for that. We need some serious AI for that one. There's 218 is the final out. So for me, this was a big one. We held it, and then again, wait for the VWAP fill. I could have got out there. That was right at the end of the show at 11 o'clock. We did not breach the 50 period moving average until we did, and that was right there. So that's 218. That's 650. That's a banger. That has to be the trade of the day, right? Well, we went back and forth. I asked Neil which one did he like. He liked the Boeing one because it was more undercover. Me too. But I thought NVIDIA was pretty special as well because this one showed patience. So here again, I'm going to do this because again, it makes it look smarter. But look at this. We already touched 500 right there. Okay, that was 499. That was at 10 o'clock. So if we go back over just real quick and then we'll wrap this thing up with our play of the day in the Monday Night Football as well as roll call. So right there, we had this play, 500. We didn't take it. It was 10 o'clock. Look, if it would have broke there, I also would have taken it. So I'm just playing the straight momentum. The reason why it worked, I feel like better this time, was because of this. We retested 498 right downside right now. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. We got to redo that. That looks pretty awful. But right there, 498, touching the 200 period, and then going and never breaking this 50 period, right? Up here was the same kind of thing. Touches the 200 and goes. So we were willing to do that again. I don't really know if I like it if it just kind of goes doot, 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 and then breaks. I like to see some sort of downside test first, then a nice move up. There's the break. So there's the first play. That's $2, pretty clean, right? Goes up. We could have taken $1. Nah, we wanted to. It's a $500 name. Okay. Remember, I trade on a prop floor, so the amount of shares that I put in, I can literally take 1,000 shares of NVIDIA, same way I could take 1,000 shares of Uber, which is a $50 stock versus a $500 stock. It's no difference for me other than risk management. So that was a good trade there for two. I got you. The Monday Night Football play of the day is coming. Okay, so there it is right there, 500, and then there's the out, 505. Let's go. And why did we get out right there? Because it was leading us into those imbalances that happened at 350. Then now you're working it in the after hours. Nice upside trade there into 505. I just want to thank absolutely everybody by doing a little bit of a roll call. Look, man, this show does not exist without a couple people. One is Fabian, next one is Ramin, third one would be me, fourth one, not in any specific order because I would be last, would be Bears vs. Bulls. So I got to give a big shout out to Bears vs. Bulls. Thank you for all the hard work that you do. And I wouldn't be able to highlight all these wonderful super chats if it wasn't for you. So super chats to For Profit, D Queen, Levi, Hayes Records. This is all throughout the day. Mark Knight, Ian Rispetto, William Broderick, and then Stanzas as well, new members. So thank you so much for all that. It's $5 to become a member. It means a lot. Yo, thanks to Rich Naples. Let's go. It's roll call time. If you're in the chat, show up right now. Let's put some waves out. I'm going to wave to everybody because I'm here. Shout out to anybody that's in the chat with me right now. Let's go. Who's here? Just real quick. Let's go. The MVE is here, not the MVP. I like the MVE. Follow Marshawn. Let's get 1K. Yeah, what's up with the likes, man? Let's start hitting those likes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What's up? Smash that like button. Yeah, you're right. Smash the like button. Smash it. Right now. How many likes do we even have, my God? 940. Let's go. Let's get to 1,000 likes right now. Booyaka as we go. Let's go. The MVE's here. Treacherous Traders here right now. Bears vs. Bulls appreciates everybody. Ryan, my guy, what's up, man? Good trading for you. If you're here, you're different. Yes, sir. Real traders stay late, so let's go. It's not even late, man. What's up to my kids? What's up to my wife? Love you. I'm coming home, baby. Mort Davis. I need Isaiah Pacheco to get over. That's not the play. What's up? It's wet and nasty here in KC. It's going to be a great game. All right. We need Pacheco to go over right now tonight. I need 17 fantasy points to go 2-0. This kid's making a comeback, baby. Let's go. What's up to Benton? Okay, we're all real traders. Hey, that's why we do the show. All right? Some traders will be in sim mode. Some traders will trade less shares. Some traders will trade more shares. It don't matter what trader you are. Do you? That's the most important. That's what I've learned, man. I used to be real worried about all that kind of stuff, but it don't matter. It don't matter what you trade. Do you? That's the number one thing out of all of us. That's roll call. But what everyone wants to know is this. What is the Monday Night Football play? Hey, last Monday night, Sean, you called Cortland Sutton anytime touchdown, which was plus 265. So we gave you a 2.65 to 1 winner there last week. Well, guess what? Shout out to you, Mr. Westermeyer. Shout out to everybody that's riding with the Trailer Swift. We are getting ready to rock and roll. It is going to be your boy Travis Kelce tonight. You want to play well in front of your girlfriend, bro? Then you better score a touchdown, and that's what's going to happen tonight. It's Travis Kelce. It's an anytime touchdown. Get over to the screen. I got more to talk about right now, Fabian. It's right into here right now. Here's the odds right now. We got this. There it is right now. It's an anytime touchdown score, minus 125. I don't even mind over receptions. Just learning now, Mr. Westermeyer, that the weather's bad. P. Mahomes going to look for his boy. Last 2 games, no touchdowns. Taylor ain't going to be happy with that, man. You got to score a touchdown now. You're back on the lovely ground of the United States. They were just in Germany. No touchdown for him in Germany. His girl wasn't there. We'll see tonight. Will Taylor show up? Will he not? Will she not? Will he not score a touchdown? I believe he does. It's an anytime touchdown score. Shout out to everybody there. Hey, look, I love football. I love sports. I love being here every single day, and I love each and every one of you. Thanks for doing that. Oh, no, Ramon. Tay not expected? It don't matter. I do like the A.J. Brown anytime touchdown. Mahomes feeds his guys, and that's going to be Travis Kelce tonight. I like that anytime touchdown. I also like Pacheco to get in the end zone if it's going to be nasty weather. Thank you so much. It's me. You're you. We're rocking every single day here at Trader TV Live. The energy don't stop. It keeps on going with this guy. Thank you so much for supporting. I'm Sean Katina. It's Trader TV Live. Real traders stay late. That's the hashtag. Ciao to everybody. I'm coming home, baby. Let's go.